Mythic! Mythic with a 4 rare deck. Let's go. Yeah. Smashing. Let's go. Hey, it's Mythic Mike. We're here with a banger of Insidious Roots deck. We're not throwing in white this time. We're sticking to classic GOLGARI, but we have just as much versatility, if not more, with a squirrel back for seconds combo that also goes off with this skyfish spider for a clean build smashing at the top of the Mythic ladder. My God. Insidious Roots, just such a fun card, right? It makes these 0/1 green plants every time you exile a creature from your graveyard and gives them counters. So you make more plants, more counters, the more you get creatures out of your graveyard. And then the problem being you only have 4 of these. So if you go all in with things like Tyvar, which, sorry guys, I don't like, or the new raccoon guy, which similarly is kind of a win more, because if you don't have Insidious Roots, they both don't do a ton. But and also the new raccoon's reasonable in certain variants maybe, but we are not going to have graveyard to spare. We're putting things in our graveyard and using it immediately. We don't need something to exile everything from the graveyard because we're using the Forager, 4 copies. When this enters, you may forage, exile 3 cards from a graveyard, can be lands and stuff. When you do, return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. So we're going to mill Insidious Roots if we don't get it, and we're going to bring it back. But whenever we do have Insidious Roots out, this double triggers Insidious Roots because you just need to exile 1 creature in the forage cost to get the maximum benefit. It'll trigger Insidious Roots, and then you bring back a creature from your hand as well, your best creature, and it'll trigger Insidious Roots again, and you get a 3/2 down. Pretty nasty, right? Plus, as I'll show you, we can get back our removal spells with this. But when it really goes off, he's back for seconds. A card it took me a while to find, which is why, honestly, I didn't make the Golgari version to start. The bat version that I have is very nice, does similar things. Adding in white has pros and cons. The bat can keep recurring every time. Check it out if you haven't. But honestly, you don't need it. This version does all the stuff. And in some ways, this combo is actually cleaner. Because what this does is 3 mana sorcery, return up to 2 card creatures from your graveyard to your hand. That's reasonable. We're milling stuff. We'll get our 2 best creatures. And that triggers Insidious Roots once. But when it takes off is if this was bargained, sacrifice an artifact or enchantment or a token. Insidious Roots makes tokens. And if we pay the 3 and bargain it, then instead we may put one of those 2 cards, creature cards we took from our graveyard, with mana value 4 or less onto the battlefield instead of putting it in our hand. And we still get the other creature. So look, if we haven't, first of all, we can find Insidious Roots, right? If this is in our graveyard and this is in our graveyard, we can bring this back, which will bring this back. So that's pretty cool. But if we already have Insidious Roots out, if we draw it or we already got it back, then you play this. We can get one thing out of our graveyard. Let's say this triggers Insidious Roots once. Now this is in our hand. And we're going to get this from our graveyard, but because we bargained, we're putting it onto the battlefield, right? So that is 1 Insidious Roots trigger. And then this, we forage, we exile 3 things, including 1 creature. That's Insidious Roots' second trigger. And this is on the battlefield. And then we bring back any permanent from our hand, another Insidious Roots, or usually like another creature, like one of our best creatures. And it could be another squirrel. And then that triggers Insidious Roots for a 3rd time. And now, just for 3 mana and bargaining, this is on the battlefield. We have 2 of our best creatures in our hand that we got from our graveyard, and we triggered Insidious Roots 3 times. Get out of here. It's bonkers. Also, Skyfish Spider, 4 mana. When it enters, sacrifice a creature. We have a bunch of small creatures we want to sacrifice to kill any non-land permanent, including Temporary Lockdown that's been taken over. It always crushes Insidious Roots decks. But this one for 4 mana, we can do that. Also, when it dies, we gain 1 life for each creature. And if we do exile it from a graveyard, so it's an Insidious Roots trigger. But don't do that last chapter if you want to bring it back, because we can keep bringing it back. And it's 4 mana, so we can put it onto the battlefield and get another creature with this card by bargaining. From our graveyard, we can put this on the battlefield for 3 mana and get another creature in hand. Absolutely bonkers. And by the way, 7 ways to deal with Temporary Lockdown. This card's just nasty, right? Gain 2 life, exile it, and put something in our graveyard, right? Because we sacrifice this. We want things in our graveyard. creatures in our graveyard specifically. Exile target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. All the talents, temporary lockdown, forage, any of these things. Simulacrum, the blue one. The monster roll tokens, Bane Splitter, it does everything. This is a banger right now. And we have 7 ways to deal with those things. Temporary lockdown is not getting through this deck. Plus, we can bring back the Haywire Might to do it over and over. Haywire Might, especially with recursion, and solo that bunny talent forge temporary lockdown deck that's taking over. The fact that it's in a Insidious Root Shell, which usually loses temporary lockdown, is pretty bonkers. And then we've got, look, mill and good blocker, because when it dies, a creature gets -1/-1. Mill or surveil, so we can find things, but usually you just mill 2. And for 1 mana, exile it, so you get an Insidious Roots trigger and put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Mill and lifelink, and it's nice to put the counter on this for a 3/3 lifelink. Just block with these things against mono red. Who cares if they blow us out? We want things in our graveyard, and we're going to pop off later. We just need to survive. And we can just bring them back, right? Pretty nuts, or use them for the forage. And then, honestly, one of the bangers, if you don't have this, because I think there's no rares besides this and some lands, the Pylon, which is a rare, but Surveil, instant speed, removal's good in these. Even Disfigure will do the job. It'll just be a little worse, but if you need to use Disfigures here, you'll still, this is meant to slow down the aggro decks. And this is pretty sick, because for 2 mana, which is more expensive than Disfigure, but you discard this and the creature gets -2/-2. But the reason why it's nice is we then put a creature in our graveyard that we can use for Insidious Roots and all these things. We can get it back and play it again for the -2/-2, or play it for the bigger side when we get it back. You can just play this normally for 5, and other creatures get -2/-2. So being able to bring this back is nuts. And also, it's a creature in your graveyard attached to a removal spell. I love this card. And also, it can kill the bunnies late game, all of them. So pretty nice. Ashnod's one of the best cards in Insidious Roots. It triggers Insidious Roots every time you attack. You exile your own creature from the graveyard, whether you milled it or it's dead. Unearth it, triggers Insidious Roots, swings in for 3 haste damage, and then you target your graveyard again, get another creature out, triggered it twice. Insidious Roots gets triggered twice from your graveyard and 3 damage. Insane card. So we will be using our graveyard. We're filling it here. Sometimes you'll have to bring back a mill creature just to fill your graveyard. It is what it is, or put it onto the battlefield with this. But this feels nice. One of these, right? 4/4 can exile a card from your graveyard when it attacks. Exile a creature. Keep the gas going. It's a super clean build. Now, one disclaimer about Insidious Roots is it will feel like you're behind in a Insidious Roots deck that is consistent. And sometimes you'll pop off. But what you're trying to do is kind of like survive, set up, get things in your graveyard, either get Insidious Roots out or bring them back, and while killing their stuff, obviously. And then we kind of start popping off. We get way more value. We get 3 creatures out. We get 3 more. Boom, boom, boom. They've got 2 creatures. We just overpower them turn 4, 5, whatever it is, right? But you will feel behind in the beginning. And that does, there are other versions of this deck where they just play Tyvar and other things, or like different cut, right? Where if you get Insidious Roots out on the perfect draw, you almost go infinite, and it feels great, and you crush people like 35% of the time, and you lose 65% of the time. But that's only because you're doubling down on win mores. Realistically, if Insidious Roots is out, you're probably going to be in a good place in these kinds of shells. You don't need to go infinite, because those things that make you go infinite won't help you find Insidious Roots or win when you don't have it, which is why I think consistent ones like this, where it does feel like you're behind in the beginning, but then as you'll see, some of my games are longer because we're surviving, and then pop off and they're done for. Even the first game, it's a little slow in the beginning, but stick around for the end of the first game, because we just start popping off, and that happens game after game. Feels a little slow, a little boring, and then boom, 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 boom. Crushing the Mythic ladder. Let's get into the games. Like and subscribe, and let's get it done. All right. BOS Pinball 1516. Let's go. I guess I want to look. Or do we just want to mill? We just want to mill, right? Nah, I want to see if I can get Insidious, right? I will take the land, though. questionable because the squirrel actually cares about lands. Okay, so we could get those back with back for seconds. What are we playing against here? Oof. Cool. Does that mean he has another one? We'll see. Land would be nice. If not, I probably will just take stuff. Nope. I'm gonna go greedy. Bum, bum, bum. All right. We got our squirrel. I like that. We're gonna pop. Is he gonna kill Haywire? I hope he doesn't. Because Haywire lets us do the thing, kind of. Do we need black or green? Maybe green? Okay. Now we get black. What else do I want? Squirrel and mill, right? Interesting. Squirrel and mill. Sacrifice that for the bargain cost. We'll put the squirrel on. We will get land, land, and land. Insidious Roots. By gone, we've done it. If he makes me discard, I'm gonna be so mad. Although we can just kill it. Are you gonna get the skyfish? Oh no, you're not. He's probably like, is he really gonna? Is he really gonna? Yes, I am. Oh no, I don't have to. Watch how perfect this is. Sacrifice another creature. So the -1/-1 kills the bat, and the rest kills Sheldred. We've made a masterpiece. Ooh, that's a little too bright. Is that better? Yeah, there we go. All right, do you have another discard? I mean, that felt good, right? That felt good. Now we're about to pop off with... Oh my god, he's getting it back. He won't let us have Insidious. He says no. Oh my god. You can't get our Insidious. We are Insidious roots. I came to this land to only play Golgari Insidious roots decks. Double trigger because Ash nods? Yes. Dude, he has spent the whole game trying to shut down my Insidious. Pretty cool, right? Now, if we got another squirrel, we could also like double or triple trigger Insidious. Oh, we got another Insidious? Let's go, baby. So if he wipes, is it bad? It's not good. Is there an Insidious in there? No. Yes. Let's go, baby. Oh, God. These people. Is he going to get my Rebel Mill or what? He is? No. What did you take? Oh, the thing in my hand? What did you take, sir? God. Yes! Oh, I forgot. It triggers Insidious. One dies. Yeah. We'll exile it. Get another Insidious Roots trigger. Oh, that looks like GG. That looks like GG. He thought he could exile things from my graveyard without getting punished. You cannot stop the Insidious Roots train, guys. If you've learned any lesson here. All right, Bootlandy. Okay. It's probably this enchantment's nightmare. Hope it's not landfall. Interesting. We won't let him see. We'll see if he... Ooh, no counters. That's good. What are you doing, sir? Alright, so it is some kind of landfall, huh? We can mess up his lands from his graveyard. Perfect. I like that. So we do need just some mill, and then we can double trigger it. Everything's good. There's not easy ways to mass kill enchantments anymore. Oh, I mean, that's... If there was a way to kill an enchantment, that would be one. It's hilarious after I just said that. Can he kill my Haywire? Well, he can't kill both Insidious Roots, most likely. What are you doing, sir? Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Fell into my trap. We only have 2 things down there, though. We can double trigger it, though. Should we save this, or are we already fine? Exile a card from a graveyard. I think we just do this. We don't even do the trick, because then we can block with a creature that will actually go to our graveyard instead of these plants. Now, if he wipes me, I might be a little upset about it. All right, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. That is good too. We get to attack him with our 4/4. Oh, wow. That actually works too, right? Yeah. Do we want to kill it? I think we want that thing, right? Or do we want another way? No, we want it. Yeah. We exile our forge. Oh, I could have attacked with this one too, right? Yeah, I could have. I forgot I was going to double trigger because I got 2 Insidious. Masterpiece. Whoa, okay. What's your plan, sir? This triggers Insidious Roots when it dies because it has a special ability saying whenever it dies, you can choose to exile it from your graveyard and gain a life for each creature in your graveyard, which wouldn't be many life right now, but you may look at the top card. You may play lands and cast. Sorry, Frogs, you're losing to Insidious. Let's go. So we can actually pop off like crazy here. Ooh, does he have it? Because we can sacrifice Rubble, which is great about Skyfish because play land mana value 4 or greater. Does he have something? Alright, I'm not gonna mess that up again. I think that should be GG, right? Insidious! One is probably not enough. Yeah, you're dead. Masterpiece, guys. I had to show you how to do it with the bat with white, but you don't need the bat. We got all the pieces here in Golgari. Let's go, baby. All right, Gulk Mash, let's go. 530, and it looks reasonable, right? I wish we had mill, but we can always get it. I'm not turning down 2 Insidious Roots. I'm not turning down 2 Insidious Roots. We're doing this before they can get to it. And I'll lend them. Now, Gnawing Vermin would have been nice too. Oh, is he going to take Gnawing Vermin? That would be the smart take, but I bet he'll take Insidious. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Well, we do need to hit something that mills or comes back. Is he gonna get my skyfish spider? Probably. Yep. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Why couldn't I have had ash nods? I'd love to. So we can't ever attack him with other stuff or else I kill the bat? Oh my god. Don't do this to me. Wow, that's pretty hilarious. But we got a killer! Get out of my house. Oh, yeah. Dude. By the way, Haywire just single-handedly dealt with a 5 mana enchantment and gained me 2 life. My god. And this card is single-handedly slowing him down. I really, really want a squirrel. Squirrel, ash nods. Oh, and my spell, my magic spell, right? Did he just get tired of what I was doing? Because that's not the smartest play. Oh, he's going to make me discard? Yeah. It's okay. I can still pop off pretty hard with like 1 squirrel. My god. Or my spell. Oh, yes. Yes. Come to me. Ashnod's is the greatest card in the world. What do we not want? I guess gnawing, right? We're fine giving up a gnawing so we can get stuff back. Okay. We had a little gas there. We need some more. Wow. Okay. So he can start drawing cards off that. 5 mana, though. Can you believe we exiled this, by the way? With our common might? We've done it. We're too good. What do we want back? I don't think we want an Insidious. So we're going to do Insidious. Or actually, we don't even have to. Land. Land. Do we want to get back Forager? No, we can't play it this turn. Do we have 2 Haywire Mites? Okay, land, Gnawing Vermin. So it triggers once. And we are going to get back this so it triggers again. We need to play it this turn. Oh, shoot. We could have actually played something else this turn. Like Skyfish. Ah, whatever. We couldn't have attacked in if we did, though. Do you see how beautiful that is? Let's go, baby. All right, Chaos, let's go. Why is mono red everywhere? Why is mono red everywhere? All right, how quick can we be? I think we will play this just to block with it. We'll soak up damage. One at a time if we have to. That's pretty good too. Can he win? Oh, I was going to say, if he doesn't have a land, I might not have. That's a problem. God, that's a problem. I do need a swamp. God. Oh, God. How lucky. We were about to pop off too with Insidious. Oh, God, the fling deck. Still rough. Good game. All right, DOC Savage, 1464. Let's go. It's always tricky. I guess I want to do this. I want more things in my graveyard. Although if it was Insidious Roots, I'd be sad. Because next turn I can play Ashnod's, I think. Monastery Swiftspear. Will he attack in like a crazy? Oh my God. Another mono red player falls victim to the rat. All right. So if we do get Insidious Roots, we can get it back with the squirrel. Do it. Do it. I know you want to. Interesting. I mean, I guess the spider is reasonable, right? We can get back a card there next turn too. We'll stay on blocks. Spider is a reasonable one. So part of the reason I have Spider in here, it triggers Insidious Roots a bunch, gains life, kills temporary lockdown. But our 3-mana black spell that finds things from our graveyard, if we bargain by sacrificing an artifact, which we have 8, or tokens, which we get through Insidious Roots, we can actually put this in play from our graveyard. Because you can put a creature mana 4 or less. What are you doing over there? Don't tell me we shut you down with an Ashnod's. What's happening here? So you just waste that and you're not attacking? Wow. We will kill that. Now that is a lot of damage, unfortunately. Stay on blocks. But if he does kill this, we gain 5 life. It gains the amount of life equal to the number of creatures. 1, 2. Do we do it or do we wait? We could wait just to play this again. No, we would exile it. All right. DOC Savage. I mean, we got some tricks against mono red. This, honestly, we can kill these things and gain 2 life. Which is never... Do we want anything? 1, 2... I guess we do. It's mono red, right? Nah. We need them in there. We would lose the ability to gain life. Equip 3. Almost got interrupted. We'll see if I mess up because of that. I did gain... I could have killed that, actually, right? And then no trample damage. Probably would have been better. Probably would have been better. Shutting off the trample. 7 life, though, is no joke. One, two. Three. I think we want the rubble, right? To get more things in our graveyard. We will take a land. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. We shouldn't have done that. I always forget with forage, you actually need lands in your graveyard too. I mean, we'll just play these as 3/2s if we need to, right? Let's go. How is he planning on getting through? Oh, wow. Is he going to kill a creature with that? If he does, it's a bad idea. He doesn't know how my stuff works. He doesn't know how my stuff works. 1, 2, 3. We want the life gain guy who mills. Get more stuff so we can forage. I mean, obviously we want Insidious Roots, right? Hey! We need more creatures though so we can actually get it. Ooh, that is crazy that he gets cards, right? Are you attacking through, sir? Mono Red's like, what's happening? How have we not beat the Insidious Roots deck yet? Oh, there it is. There it is, finally. Oh, do we not have creatures in here? My god. Yeah, we did need a creature in there. That was kind of my fault to pull it out like that. Weird. Is he going to kill my thing? You're just giving me more triggers, sir. It is crazy how Marin gives him a card, though, but... Oh my god, he hit the good card, too. So if he has a spell... Are you gonna fling, sir? Oh! It's a bummer. Oh, could I do it? Let's see. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Forage to double trigger. And we got the... Oh, jeez. Shouldn't have done that. Did I mess up? That's good for... Oh, 2? Why did you get 2 cards? We'll block with everything on this one. Let's go! Put it on our life gain body. We got that. Dude, masterpiece. Dissecting mono red. All right, Rhino bot. Let's go. 419. Oops, I have full control on for no reason. Hey! We've done it. The squirrel man. Insidious! Insidious still in the top 1,000 mythic. How are we doing it? We did our bad Insidious, which is fun. I'm gonna turn on my light. Bloop. There we go. Am I shining? The bad Insidious with white is very nice, but it is a little tricky. This one does feel in some ways cleaner. And we did actually get the same level of versatility. Just took me a little while to get it. Although, the bat's a beast, let's be honest. It's a broken card, so include it when you can. What happened here? He returned a creep. Oh, he returned a non-land permanent. I wasn't paying attention. We will do it. We can get it back. I'm assuming he's going to counter it. Oh my god, he's not countering it. We're beasts. We're beasts. Wait, why did it do that? That's not what I wanted to do. It tapped it, huh? I would have given the 1 life, so it tapped it because it was for mana. If I lose by 2 life, 2 damage. Let's go. All right, sheltered TV. We didn't get lands. Okay. Let's go. I think that's got to go. Double Insidious, let's go. I can just kill that, by the way, with my Haywire. A busted card. Target player mills too. Who's supposed to mill? We'll see what he's doing. Sacrifice 3. Is this an Insidious Roots? Because mine is better. By the way, we had lost a game, but it was 20 minutes, so I'm not showing it. It was against Control, and our Insidious Roots was in the bottom. So, you know, sometimes it is what it is. It was very close, though. We kept killing their stuff with our Haywire Mites. What is this? That's fun. Whenever you sacrifice a food. Do I want to... I guess we're going to use Harvester. That was borderline. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. I could have killed this before he got to do it. Oh, I'm so bad. Play something so I can kill one of these. Is he going to sacrifice in response? Probably, right? So he makes little 1/1 that can't block. And people mill? Oh, he's milling me? You're insane. You're milling me? I'm milling me, sir. I mean, I could keep Harvester. I don't think so, though. That's a double trigger, sir. The best card ever. The heck? Oh, he's going for this. So, other 2 sacrifice that you gain through life when a food is put in your graveyard, put 2 +1/+1 counters on. Okay. How are you going to survive that long, though? How are you going to survive that long? Should I just get this and kill him? We're going to trigger this so many times. All right, which one do I want? 1, 2, 3. We could get another Insidious, but I don't think we need it. Or do we want it? We trigger it again anyways, right? Why not? We put this down, we trigger it again. Masterpiece. We're going to end it on that, guys. Dude, come on. Come on, like and subscribe. We're making stone cold killers. Golgari, Insidious Roots. We've done it. Let's go.